Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Alright, it's been a while since I've posted one of these because there just really hasn't been a whole lot going on. But a lot is going to go on in the next few days, and I just want to kind of talk a little bit about some of the things that I've done to fill the time in the last week or so. We're going to get the house tented. That's starting today, so we're going to see a little bit of that on this vlog. But I also went and took a little road trip with Jordan. Those of you who may subscribe to his page may have seen the live stream over the weekend. He's gearing up for his 1000th vlog, and I was proud that he allowed me to come along with it. That was a lot of fun. We have destaged the house now, so things are really starting to speed up. I had rented a storage locker to store some of the stuff that I didn't have room for in the garage while the house was being staged and sold. But now that all of the staging furniture is out of there, I was able to move my own stuff back in, had more stuff in the garage, or had more room in the garage. So I decided, you know what, I don't need to be paying $100 a month for storage. I don't really need that anymore. The garage will work for this final 2 weeks or so. So anyway, let's kind of go around and dive a little into some of what I've talked about. So as I mentioned in a previous vlog, one of the big complications of the tenting process is going to be dealing with this patio cover, which is attached to the house and has the pond underneath it. I think we mentioned this last time, but the termite guy came out here and felt that he could bring the tenting material down over the patio cover and then pull it in and sandbag it over there in the dirt, or over there on the concrete, so that it stays out of the pond. He was concerned possibly that the tarp might droop down into the pond. So I got a simple solution for that. We'll just span some 2x4s across there to deal with them. If they do, then they'll land on that rather than landing in the pond. It's not really a poison problem. It's just that the tarps are dirty because they're on people's roofs and they're stored in the back of trucks and generally kicked around a lot, so they aren't nice and clean, and probably don't want any of that gunk getting into my pond. One other thing I had a little aerator that I keep to kind of help the water, keep aerated for the fish, that I actually had plugged in and stored underneath the patio cover. The guy who was going to tent the place said, yeah, you're not going to want to be pumping poison air into your pond. So what I've done is I've just rerouted it over here. The pump is over here right now, and I just ran an extension cord over from the side of the house. Fortunately, with all the Halloween stuff I do, I have a lot of extension cords, so that was a real easy thing. I'm guessing additionally that the termite people will appreciate having a couple extra outlets over there. They said they wanted to have some fans plugged in the area to kind of circulate the area around, so I'm sure they'll use that too. With as little furniture as I have in here anymore, it's almost like I'm a squatter in my own house. I did get to move my DVDs back into the house, so that's kind of nice, not having to go out in the garage all the time every time I want to watch a movie. So as I mentioned a little earlier, since I haven't had a whole lot to do, Jordan and I went on a little road trip over the weekend. I'm not going to really tell you what it's about. You'll just have to wait and find out. It was filming for the 1000th vlog, which is coming up in a couple of days for Jordan. Congratulations, buddy. You deserve that. Anyway, we had a little bit of a setback while I was there, and Jordan decided to pick up the camera and take over recording. So we're going to cut away right now to our reporter in the field, Jordan the Lion.
Well, what's going on, everyone? I'm your guest co-host today, Jordan the Lion, and your main host here, Escaping the Mouse Breck, is we're on a road trip and he got himself a flat tire. So this is what happens when you escape the mouse, Breck.
Yeah, I know. The mouse always gets back at you here.
We figured we'd do a road trip before he heads out of Texas. One last good one. We came out of eating and noticed the tire was flat. We've been getting weird gauges, like caliper readings or whatever, so we kind of speculated there was a nail, and sure enough, We're putting the donut on, and we found out there is a Pet Boys about a mile away, so we're hoping to get the nail removed and patched up. This reminds me of Christmas Story when the old man's out there timing himself. Ralphie's holding the lug nuts. Real pro work in here, look. See, ladies, he is good for something. You failed us. You failed us.
Alright, well, as you can see, they have arrived. They are quickly putting the tent up. They've been here for about 10 or 15 minutes now. Kind of clipping everything together, make sure the poison doesn't leak out. Seems like they got it, they're staying out of the pond pretty well, so that should be pretty good. We got the clean air coming in, get aerating happening from the filters here. So I think this will work out all right. All right, so this is the master bedroom window right now, and this little hose coming in here. Apparently this is where all the poison comes from. So this is a place you don't want to be when the poison starts flowing. This room has kind of an eerie red tint to it now because of all the tinting over all the windows. It's really dark in here. This is the cat room. They're off being boarded right now because, as I said before, the parents have no interest in having them in the house. So it was either putting them in a cage and leaving them in the yard, which they've never been outside on their own. I don't think they'd like that. We're putting them in a place where, you know what, it's warm, it's inside, they're together, and they may not like it, but they'll survive. And of course there's several fans all over the house blowing, it's supposed to blow the poison into different parts of the house. This one is the key one because this is blowing the poison into the attic where all the problem was. So hopefully we'll get this straightened out and it won't be an issue anymore. I'm tired of termites, another thing to abandon when I leave California. The termite guys right now are pressuring me to get out of the house so they can close up the garage and get ready to do their thing. So I have one more thing I have to do. I want to power down the computers in the house, and then we are out of here. Alright, all powered down here. Admit that if it was my choice, I would have gone with a different color. Red and orange isn't that really cool, but I would have preferred like blue and green. But you know what? It's not here to look good, it's here to do a job, so I guess we'll live with it. And the cactus did its thing last night, which nobody's going to get to see. And now we're going to have this fifth pretty one popping up here in a day or so. This thing's really going to town this year. Completely surrounded now. Probably be out of here in 30 minutes or so. Alright, tending is completed, and now it's another 18 hours minimum before we can get in here. Tomorrow, at about the 18-hour mark, the company will come out. They'll open up a little trap door in the side of the house. They'll start blowing clean air in from the back of the house, and hopefully by Wednesday morning we'll be in a position where the house is vented enough and safe enough to re-enter. Until then, this is the situation. Stay out or die. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching Escaping the Mouse, and I will see you next time.